Damn it. Uh-huh. ¿De dónde
I'm
tú
waiting.
eres?
I'm waiting. Seattle.
Okay.
Me
Is
too.
Seattle, how is Seattle? I was talking about someone about this the other day. It's like if I'm going to live in the US, right? Like
Huh?
it's going to be in a city, but it's like
Yep.
where? So, and then I thought about Seattle, Washington, because like that's a big name. What do you think
Yeah.
about it?
I really like it. It's nice because and there's some pros and cons. The biggest con is cost of living here is just fucking insane. It's like one it's like half a tier below like New York and San Francisco in terms
But
of
do you
like
not
rent
make more
and
money
shit.
there?
Uh, I mean, you do, but not enough to like the cost of living relative to like if you were living in like the Midwest, your income is gonna be like relative like as a on a percentage or whatever. It's gonna be still higher in the Midwest, I think.
Yeah, yeah. How much would I have to make, do you think, a year to live comfortably in Seattle?
I mean, it depends on how much you're willing to live like outside the city. If you want to live like in the city,
Close enough,
like
let's say that.
well, what's your definition of like close enough, like
I
time
don't.
wise?
I'm very vague right now. It's nothing serious.
Sure. Okay. I'll put it like this: if you want to live like in the city, you would be like you could make it on like 50 to 60K.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you want to live like outside the city, like 40 to 50K. But I mean, this is like this would like get you like an apartment, probably with a roommate, or like tiny as fuck.
That's
You'd be
fine
like
with me.
15. Yeah, you can do it on like I mean that's how much I make ish. And
Very game rest stuff.
yeah.
You have a roommate. You have your
No, I don't have
room.
a roommate. I
You're
mean I
good
live
to
with my
go.
parents still, so cringe. But
Same.
yeah, where are you from?
God, I was born in Indiana, grew up in Tennessee, live in, not gonna dox myself, a little bit northern of
Sure.
there.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
Where
that's
it's
fair.
too cold.
Gotcha.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
no, Seattle's the best part about Seattle is that you're I think unlike maybe like Colorado is kind of similar in this regard, like Denver or something, but the very
Okay.
unique aspect here is like you can like you like I live like in the city, but I can get in my car and drive like 30 minutes and like have like world class like mountain biking or like hiking or like drive like 45 minutes and go skiing. So the fact that you're like so close to a major city but also really close to doing like cool shit outdoors is
Yeah.
definitely like a really cool element
That
of it.
sounds pretty good. I lived in Colorado
Yeah.
for, I don't know, 4 or 5 months. I don't even remember.
Hmm.
And it was so bizarre. You just look out the window and there's a mountain and it's like,
Yeah.
damn.
Seattle's kind of like that. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. And then
Yeah.
is it like the weather makes you want to kill yourself, or is that like a real condition or
I mean, I
not?
lived here my whole life, so personally, I kind of enjoy the rain. I'm a little sadistic that way, you know. But
Yeah, I feel like I'd be similar too.
I
Like I don't mind the grayness too much.
yeah. So I like it here because you get four full seasons. Like you do, like you really get like very distinct gradients between like spring, summer, fall, winter. Uh, so I personally enjoy that, but I know people who've like moved here from California and they fucking hate their life. So
Yeah, but
just
they have the fucking
yeah.
worst. If you grew up in California, good luck.
Yeah.
Good
Personally, I never
luck.
lived in Cal. For me, like it's way too hot in California nowadays, so I could never pull that off. But yeah, it's as
Yeah,
long as you don't have that like crazy expectations, I think you'd really enjoy it here.
I'd have to try it out. Like I'd have to fucking get there somehow,
Hmm.
through
Yeah, you
whatever
should
means,
definitely obviously like
just to
visit
check it
before
out.
you move here. But
Yeah, that's what I'd do. I'd take a little world tour of America
yeah,
or a
maybe
country tour.
a layover on your way to Korea.
Would they even do that? I'm pretty sure I have to
No,
fly
I'm
out of
kidding.
yeah, I was about to say, I'm pretty sure it's like LAX or the Texas airport.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
No, I'm
it'd
kidding.
probably be like a road trip or something.
Yeah,
But
I was like this close to boot camping in Korea before COVID, and then COVID happened, and everything got fucked.
GG. That's for a
So
lot of people though.
yeah.
God, dude, whenever COVID was like, it cost like 2K or something for the fucking
Dude,
quarantine.
I know. I was so depressed. I was like me and all my because I was gonna go with like 10 ish friends,
Oh
like
my God.
between like
Beast.
Diamond and Challenger, and we were all gonna rent like a huge house and just like fucking like boot camp for like 2 3 months, and we were all just trying to like wrap our heads around like wait like maybe we can squeeze in. We're like no fuck, it's like $2,000 and you have to stay in a hotel and you have no clue what the hotel's gonna be or if there's Wi-Fi or if you're gonna like have a computer.
No.
It was just like so cancer. Now things are getting easier, a little easier though. But
Yeah, and if you didn't have the fucking funny money or any of that, like it gets
yeah,
too much to just
yeah,
shoot in the dark,
for sure.
basically.
Yeah,
Okie doke. Karthus, this is jungle, right?
yeah. Basically, I used to play League like a complete degenerate, like fucking like literally like I don't know 8 hours a day. And then I went outside, touched some grass, got a job IRL, didn't play League at all for like 6 months, and now I'm getting back into it. So still a little rusty, but
Okie doke. And then what did you play before you took a
I
break?
I I played jungle, a lot of Hecarim, Karthus, Evelyn.
Okay. Was that before you
I,
took the break or after?
yeah, before I took the break. Now I'm playing more Diana and Lilia. Still a bit of Karthus, but I don't know. My problem with Karthus, I feel like obviously the champion is fucking insane, but I just really feel dog shit when I start to play him in like higher elo and like you miss a couple Qs and that can like legit cost you the game. You know what I mean?
He's harder to play.
Like, yeah, like
Much harder.
whereas I feel like Diana or Evelyn, like it's all borderline point and click. So the like when you're playing versus better players, there's less like to fuck up essentially. So I just get nervous playing Karthus in like higher elo.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have that skill curve, especially where like you're coming back. So you would have to be down like whenever you're playing Karthus. It's like it's not a given anymore that you're gonna just
Yeah.
take it all. Even though you have the full farm, you go into a team fight wrong and it's all over. So like Lilia Karthus are gonna be like that. They're gonna be like they're gonna require more mechanically, and if you don't have it, you can't do the same things on them. Whereas a Diana, way more, way more slam into them. Hell yeah.
Yeah. That's why I've been playing more Diana lately. I feel like Lilia too is like I'm good enough at hitting her Q and shit that and like spacing that.
Yeah, she's so much easier than she used to be, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Holy moly! If you had training on her, like when she was first released, her clear was like one of the hardest, like in the game, if not the hardest. Like God.
Have you seen like the 308 clear on Lilia? I can't pull it off in game consistently enough to where I like do it, but it's pretty good.
I haven't.
You
haven't looked at Lily in a while, but
yeah, she has a clear where you can like solo start Raptors and finish by 308, but it's kind of like fiddlesticks where you have to like stand in like exact spots. Yeah. Otherwise, it'll like break the aggro.
Oh, do you do Raptors red level one?
No, you do Raptors, and then you do Krugs, but you have to like basically you have to do Krugs like pixel perfect so that when they split, your first Q can both hit the little Krugs that like are off the last split and the red buff at the same time, and that one Q saves like 7 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
You can just it's like a Phalaris clear. You can just look it up and
yeah. So if you're playing Diana, I'd easily like recommend a Kayn as well. Have like an 80.
Really, I just haven't been playing him recently. If you like, I don't know,
dude. If you play Kayn farming style, like it makes sense. I get how Kayn like you might be jaded in your head, but it's like this champion is a fucking full clear menace. And then he like benefits off like a Karthus like clear into just the same way a Karthus ganks. He ends up at the right spot at the right time, and the whole fucking game is given to him.
Yeah.
Kayn does similar thing, but players get lost by skipping the camps and doing random things rather than just their first two clears kind of just always being on the camps.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. With Kayn, I used to play a decent bit. Obviously, the IGN. I think the thing is I really prefer Red Kayn in terms of like play style, but he like Blue Kayn has been a lot better since First Strike because of how much better faster you get your form and stuff. So I don't know.
Yeah, Red Kayn just kind of sucks. If you have to go, you can. It's like you can practice both forms, but it's like let's say if we were Kayn in this game, you could go Red Kayn frontline for Talia Kaisa, and then you're like 2 sets in the top side with Red Kayn.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can go either form. It's just the reason like Blue Kayn's better is because you take the whole game by yourself. We love that part because anything else is it puts things in our allies' hands, and we know how that goes.
Yeah. What do you think of bot start this game?
Let's see. We're Karthus into Hecarim. You're clearing faster than him if you're both clearing up, and then you're pathing towards the set. What the fuck was the bot lane matchup? Yuumi, Jhin?
It was Yuumi, Jhin.
Yeah, we don't have to... Yeah, this is fine. And then we just clear up. This is Karthus. Let's see the Raptors though. With Raptors, I like toggling the E a bunch. I'm not sure like if it's perfect or whatever, but so big Q on Raptor and then E moving in auto, and then you do toggle the E. Okay, and then you want to Q the big Raptor here, not the small ones. Keep toggling
Yeah,
the E.
it was a bad cue.
And, yeah,
I
and you
kind of
could
tried for
pull.
it, but it wasn't far enough.
Yeah, these Raptors, it's like you could be like right here.
Yeah.
Do Nutilia into Kled, okay. I like Nutilia. It's fun.
Yeah, it seems much more like engaging
Yeah.
than old Talia.
I'm
Yeah, this is
good.
the only reason I don't like red clear because you get pretty
Well, yeah, that's why you have to toggle the E. Like if you're using E on wolves, I'm pretty sure it's a mistake. I haven't done the Karthus clear recently, but I'm pretty sure you just pump out like the first Q on the little ones. And even with that one, it's like, you just get low on mana. It's no big deal, honestly. Against the Hecarim, he's not invading you. But if you can be invaded, right? If this is Nidalee, Graves, Kindred, just don't spend your E as much on Raptors and Wolves.
Okay.
Because the clear can be slower, and you kind of give yourself more safety with it being slower, because then they end up on your blue. And then what you can do is just do Gromp instead with Smite up, and then they come to invade your blue, and you're there with full HP. And like the one camp, so even if blue is like a waste of time, we can still party, you know? It's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
Okie doke. Oh. I was wondering what the fuck that sound was. It's you spamming Q on the VOD.
Oh. Yeah. This thing like records your sound.
Okay, and then Hecarim. It's like, where's Hecarim going to be? 312. I would say, yeah, I would say Hecarim is still stuck on Krugs. Q and then W. Okay. Because you want to just move into him there. He's not going to get away, and you get like the one Q, and then by the time the W animation's done, your second Q is up.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Okay, man. Q, W.
IQs here are so bad. Yeah. If I W.
No clicking around. No clicking around when we're bad at Karthus. We are simply upholding a position, looking at the enemy, and queuing until we can manage landing the Q parts. We don't do movement, you know?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yep. Because it's so much harder. Mouse here to here to here to here to here to here when it's not even fast enough to like, you know, do the micro tracking on them. So it makes things so much easier.
Okay.
And it's not even like a band-aid that's going to come back to bite you. It's like, this is the step we're on. So,
yeah.
No scuttle for us. Back to bot side. Now, if you clear up fast enough when the enemy does that scuttle, it's like you could check after these, like into his Raptors. And then that spends some time, but it's like there's nothing great to get back to. It's Kai'Sa Renata bot lane. And then if there's nothing happening in the solo lanes, it's also something to consider.
You think it's worth taking Raptors to split to like fuck up my like the timing between Wolves and Gromp?
It depends. Against Hecarim, since you're full clear versus full clear, I think it is. You know, you get level 6 off the Raptors Gromp versus do you even get level 6 off the Gromp? You do, but I think it'd be worth.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because even if it's a little misstep, you're gonna learn like if you can or can't do it in the matchup. You know?
Sorry, actually, I remembered I had a question on that first buy when I bought Fiendish Codex.
Yeah.
What do you think about Fiendish versus like Amp Tome and Dark Seal?
I think it's just double Amp Tome. If it's a full clear matchup, like the double Amp Tome is just giving you more AP. Well, actually, it gives you the 5 more AP versus the 10 ability haste. If you're just going to full clear, the Fiendish Codex is actually good.
Yeah.
But if you're going to entertain anything else, then you would want the double Amp Tome.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's fine and then kind of good, lol. Haven't seen that one before.
Haven't seen what?
Haven't seen the Fiendish Codex first recall before.
Oh, yeah.
The E into the W into there's a Q. Can we exhaust it? There we go. Stop autoing. Moving and queuing. Okay. Okay. Good counter gank. Back into the full clear. We have no mana. Scuttle, wolves, blue, skipping gromp, berries. What did
Here,
topside look like? A little weird. So Hecarim does dragon. That opens up like his golems into top or golems red raptors into recall. And you full
yeah, I
clear
just ended up
out.
going for Rift.
The Rift Herald, it's like who's the Rift Herald for?
Yeah, that ended up being a problem. It's funny you say that.
Yeah, that's
That's
always what
that's
the
a good
Rift
point.
Herald is. It's like you're giving
Yeah,
gold to one of these allies. Said to Leah, every single carry's not going to use it, unfortunately. So,
yeah.
and then
So you think if sorry, keep going.
with stealing the camps, it's like it's like a double whammy. It's like you're powering up yourself and you're hurting the Hecarim.
For sure.
Versus the Rift Herald, it's like power up an ally more.
Yeah. So you think let's say my all lane was like I don't know, like Caitlyn Lux and they were just chipping away at the tower the whole time and it was down to like 3 plates, then Herald here would be a good play. But since I don't really have lane to use it, then it's better to just go for camps.
Yeah, like if you have a dominant lane, like a Caitlyn Lux, maybe they want to stay in lane. So I don't think you would want to drop it for them. It's usually going to be the soul lanes because then they're the
Yeah, I
ones that
mean,
are going to get stronger faster.
yeah,
So
I kind of feel forced to drop it top lane here. Usually I like mid lane the best, especially if it's like a roaming champ, because then like they can just push out the wave and like make plays on the map with me.
yeah,
But
like the easy example, I like whenever I'm playing with a Cassidon, it's like I'm always
yeah,
going to drop it for him every single fucking time.
yeah.
Something like that, like a Cassidon. What's another one?
Like for me, it's like
Irelia,
Katarina
Jace.
Fizz.
Yeah, Fizz, Katarina,
Like
Akali
any
even.
champ that can, yeah, any champ that's like gonna be like my little slave. Just make plays on the map wherever I go.
My kitten. That Talia
My
build sucks
kitten.
cock.
Yeah, this guy was kind of piss useless.
Uh, uh, okay, so we're super fed. I would drop the Rift Herald mid, I suppose. Yoke. Oh shit. Real champions, careful.
He's too low. I have Zonya's too.
It should just be for the farm here. Like
Yeah,
you can counterattack them if they attack you. And if you wanted to, you could also give them a chance. Because the Colette has like Hex Drinker and Iron Spike Whip Caulfields. Honestly, he has a lot. Never but we have Stopwatch Exhaust, so you can just walk
yeah.
into him, give him a chance to attack you. Because even if it goes wrong, I think it would kind of be okay. Okay, and golems, raptors, wolves. Into the enemy jungle. Don't know what you're looking for. You should be looking for mid. Like, we see no raptors, we see no red, and then Talia's not fucking mid lane, so I guess we're going top. It is what it is. Kill Aatrox, drop Rift Herald. And after you drop the Rift Herald, I would just go to Gromp and then look for my reset. Unless you're gonna like invade his red side.
I got the ladder. If I remember.
No golems? GG. That's what I figured, that they wouldn't be up right then. We eat like 2 waves mid, we take the red buff, we're not on a fucking recall. After you eat the waves mid, it's like you can get a recall off here. It's like about your only time, because you're sitting on the gold for Mythic, and then the dragon's coming up.
Yeah. I don't know. I just figured Talia was so far behind that we're probably not going to be able to contest anyways. So I kind of just rather like full clear here now.
Well, so we full clear. We take the red, we take the golems, we take the everything. They don't do the dragon. Then we end up on the top side. So it's fine. I guess if you have a read of like how people are going to fight, or when they're going to fight, or if.
If I had ult, maybe I'd be like a little more inclined to do something around drag or like go for some play and like recall, but I just use it, so that's why I was kind of like, ult's long CD, can't really contest drag.
Yeah.
Might as well just keep clearing.
Yeah, this is fine to keep full clearing. It's something to think about though. Whenever the game's like even, if you're stuck on that full clear, then you miss out on opportunities just to fucking fight the enemy and instantly instantly end it all because they are willing to fight you. Okay, so we recall Leandri's Fiendish Codex and then an Amp Tome. God, I wish I could get Fiendish Codex more often mid lane. That item is good, but it's like nothing builds.
Nothing feels better than getting Fiendish on Vlad.
Yeah.
That item is so cracked.
Vladimir's one of those champions I just haven't played like throughout my entire time playing.
Really? I played almost every champ, I think.
Me, like, I've probably played games, but it's like I played the old one more than the new one actually. Somehow, somewhere.
That's why I always feel so cracked on Viego, because I like take over the champ and I like know exactly what to do.
Christ. We're investigating, and God, you really do find it. They're fucking.
Yeah, I just shouldn't walk in here. And maybe that, or is that a little
like
hindsighty?
you already had a successful play.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like they start the fight, we get the ulti. And then we're still waiting for the golems to respawn. So all there is to do is like stay in lane here and push this out with them. If they have to attack you guys like as you're pushing for the turret, that's something. But where the Kai'Sa is low, it's like, is he gonna stay? No. So push out the wave with them and then stay in lane and then just go to your golems as they're respawning. Because to invade, it's like you want something extra, right? You don't have ulti. The Renata doesn't have ulti, and then the Talia is going back to lane. So it's like putting yourself in that position for, in a way where it's like if they're there, then you just lose, and it's like where else is at least the Hecarim gonna be? The Kled shows top, which is weird, instead of the Aatrox being there.
Mm-hmm.
But if you just go back to the camp like immediately after the wave, like that should be the goal because the ulti's down, and there's no other tools to really make a play with without the Talia or the Renata.
Okay.
Well, the Renata having an ulti.
And this ends up working out, but I don't really care. It's more
does?
About yeah.
Renata W. And you actually come back to life. With Tryndamere ulti, if you have the Renata W on you, you still die. How fucking...
Oh, that's unlucky.
Yeah, so that's kind of weird to see with Karthus.
Yeah.
Alrighty, congratulations.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really care. Like, I'm more interested, like, the fact that it worked out doesn't really matter. It's more of like, was it a good invade or not?
Yeah. What if you're walking up to that wall, it's like, W, you know, see what the fuck.
Yeah, that's a
Look
good point.
before you leap. Oh my god. At least if you know, like, what you're working with, like, we can walk into the Hecarim here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I have a Renata, barely a champion. Okay. Wolf's Gromp reset. We have a whole Zonia's, god bless.
Dude, Zonya's rush on this champ is so fucking broken.
Yeah. Let's see. Their team comp is Hecarim, Kled, Aatrox, Jhin, Yumi. Yeah, you could go Morellos as a third
I was
item.
thinking about it. I end up going Void.
Whenever you're like pretty far ahead too, if you can complete the Morellos by like 22 minutes, then you still have like the time to power into like a death cap after that.
Mm-hmm.
Or a Void Staff if like things are behind, because Void Staff is getting you very close to death cap damage.
Yeah.
Against these champions too, and in solo queue, it's like having Leandries or Ludens, Zonias, and then the Morellos for the like AP and HP. Like the HP isn't useless, oddly enough. And then into like a Void Staff. God, you just have more items than the enemy at every single stage. That's the best part.
Yeah.
So no matter what the fuck is happening, it's like you're at maximum efficiency. When things are more consistent, it's like you can just get to a death cap or like just the AP so instead. What the fuck's the deal? Okay. So we're checking fucking what? What the hell's the deal here, actually? We're on the reset. We're going to Scuttle. Danger on the Scuttle. Into this side of the jungle. It's like all your lanes are being pushed in, no camps are up. So what is there to do?
I mean, Herald's up, but I don't know. Seems a little bit ambitious. Like no one's like, I don't have any vision on the map.
Yeah, and our bot lane's farming. So
yeah, our bot lane's like bot, not mid. So
let's not do Herald.
Sit around and recall.
Which camp is coming up?
Should be Krugs.
I think so. Let's see. Yeah, it will be Krugs. And then we did the Krugs at We did the Krugs at 1550-ish.
Should be up at 1750 in a minute.
Yeah, so we have a minute to kill here, but nothing to do. Because the support,
Yeah.
like right now where Renata's like not mid lane with you, it's fucked. That's like what you have to identify. So, like, if there's nothing to do, we can't do anything, so do nothing. It's like stay on your side of the map, like defensively, so like where the wolves are basically, like on that sort of line, where the turrets are, because if you're moving past that, like in these areas, then that's where you run into trouble. And then that becomes more true with the set here with no TP. I'm pretty sure he has Ignite, and then the ball lane right here. So all there is for you to do is be behind them if the Hecarim or Kled were to like attack from Fog. And then we want to be near the golems as they're coming up. That's about it. So I would like move into this area, W right here, and then if I saw nothing, probably just go behind bot lane. And then you can kind of just react to whoever shows. No W walking in here is fucking insane. Even though it could just be the Kled, it's like the Hecarim's right there. And then, surprise, surprise. Zonia's gonna go nuts here.
I forget if I think I die, but we trade.
Okay. You could have got a couple more Qs off before the ulti.
Yeah, that's probably suboptimal.
Whenever you're on these farming junglers, though, in these spots, it's like be behind your teammates. Spin them as the pawns, or else you'll find yourself in spots like this.
That makes sense.
It becomes so much more true for like a Karthus too, as you're like a delicate unit rather than a Diana.
Yeah.
Diana could just beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, I like Lilia because I feel like she fills in like I don't know. Karthus is okay into like tankier bruisier comps, but Lilia feels so good if they have like fucking I don't know like any tanks top lane, any bruisers. Like if they have like a I don't know like a Volibear in the jungle and then like a from like Aatrox top, Lilia feels so good.
Yeah. You know, I think she's kind of like a mix. So kind of like how Rakan's like a mix of an enchanter and a engage support. Lily is kind of like a bruiser mixed with a mage.
Yeah.
Interesting.
She also has like a lot of flexibility in her build path too. I've been trying a lot of different stuff out.
Yeah.
You can go like Conquer, Dark Harvest, Luden, or and you can go Ludens, but it's not really optimal. Go Riftmaker.
I'm not in love with Tank Lilia build, but it's not as bad as other stuff I see.
Why don't you like it?
Well, she's like a ramp champion, and the way you can play her in solo queue is so abusive if you do things like precisely right. So if you build the like, because her build path is like Lost Chapter Fiendish early, and it's like that for a reason, so that you clear the camps faster, so that you get to this play at the exact time and stuff like that. Like, and then the enemy's like out of the game. So to play her more MTG red instead of making her green with the tank build.
Well, I'm an MTG red player, so.
Yeah, but you got to do everything fucking perfect. Hate that part.
Yeah.
It was so obvious that was like the better way to play her though when she was first released. But they gave her so much like free HP and shit where it's like now that build kind of just works out. With the durability update though, it just makes the red aspect better, and then the green.
Yeah, totally.
The green part, like
I think,
in terms of how she plays with the other champions, I feel like would be worse for her, but I'm not sure.
I think Lilia will be ridiculous next patch with the durability update. What do you usually play in MTG?
I don't play MTG. I just know the colors.
Oh, okay.
I know the colors also in relation to League Champs.
I was a mono red abuser.
When I played Yu-Gi-Oh, I basically played like red because I called it like a beatdown deck because I didn't have money. I would just 1900 attacks, throw them every single turn, hope I win.
Dude,
but
MTG is so.
I then played this Naruto card game, and then I basically played like blue in that because there was like where you had physical damage and you had mental damage, and then you could swap everything to mental damage with like a certain deck setup. So God, it was basically like a blue deck. I think.
Making Daddy LS proud.
God. And I could beat the fucking expensive decks. That was the best part. There's one kid in this fucking card shop that always just bought boxes of cards. I could beat him. Fuck that. Whatever. Fuck that guy's wallet.
I don't mind paying a lot for physical cards, but the fact that it's so expensive to play like Magic the Gathering online, like Arena and shit, is so cancer.
Yeah, there has to be websites to play that shit. Like
there is, but like if you want to play like the main, like the one that everyone plays, which is Arena, it's like $300 a deck, which is like as much as it is to buy a physical deck. So it's just stupid. Retarded. Yeah.
And then like Legends of Runeterra and Hearthstone, I just don't have fun with them.
Yeah.
Too many cards to learn and shit. I don't care. Okay. You can take that wave.
Really? You think so? I don't want to share because
the Baron sucks. Jin, Hecarim, Kled, and then Aatrox. Like Jin Baron royally fucking sucks. And then if they're gonna start it, and then set ultis in, you ulti. Like the fight is won. You don't even have to be there, so you can show on this wave.
Okay.
And then you get the 1 or 2 waves, and it's all good to go.
How do you like Talia damage?
Build sucks. Yeah. Most people go in the tier and the Everfrost, like, I get it, but also, like, I'm building Magic Pen, and I will simply kill the enemy. Like, fuck this. Fuck green Talia.
I think I just should have ulted right off the start, or wait them for to commit like I did.
Kled goes in. I think the ulti here is fine. If the bot lane's better, I feel like they win this, but it's hard to say. I don't get a fucking good glance. What the? Oh, let me watch Kai'Sa. What the fuck, Kai'Sa? Okay, Kai'Sa kiting nothing. Not in range. Has to move back into Aatrox. Ultis.
Walks like melee range.
Ultis.
Nothing. Ultis and then walks into the Heka room.
Yeah, if Kai'Sa's better, like ulting early is so fucking much better, but you would have got the kills if you ultied later. That's maybe that's why this is confusing. Kai'Sa sucks.
Yeah.
The Talia wall. Here it comes. 80 damage. Jesus. Dude, every time I get top lane, I'm playing set. I don't care that I'm not getting better. I don't care that, like, some matchups play themselves. Top lane sucks. I'm picking set. Punch, punch, punch. Okay, we get the Void Staff. We have it needlessly. I think get Medjai's. You're already rolling and you have the Zonias and you have like good enough like pawns to spend with Talia.
I'm so insecure with Medjai's.
It just depends on your position in game. Like any mental block you have, whatever. But like with these tools you have here, Set, Talia, and Renata are like engines for you and Kai'Sa. Mm-hmm. So you need to be the one to like you have to be the carry in this case.
Mm-hmm.
So Medjai's is like good here.
Yeah, I agree objectively it's good. I just think I'm trash, so it makes it subjectively.
Sucks to suck. Oh god. Medjai's also up to like just BTFO the game. You win one fight, you have that plus a needlessly versus another needlessly, and then not a death cap on like the timings that you would get it. Because death cap is like 29 minutes here, and then the Medjai's would give you like the same, a good enough, like close enough amount of AP, I would imagine.
Yeah, probably.
So we have Baron. We're doing the Raptors. They're trying to take our red. Go to the fucking mid lane, everyone. Okay, no problem. Can we get a Zonius before that Hecarim ult lands? Amazing. Duh. Yeah, that totally didn't hit. Promise. Man. And then Set flanking. So you could try to go bot lane, or you just recall. Bot lane for the farm. Okay, Set. Not what we're looking for. Jesus.
Yeah.
Nobody's dying. It's like the same sort of issue where you find yourself wandering around the red side.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, it's like your team gets pulled too. So we Q and then smite this, and then it's like, since we've given up this position, they're going to get this wave no matter what. So then we can exit here, wait for the next wave, and then push down. Where the set is too, it plays into that. So you want to take the defensive route out versus like this way, because it gives them an opening, which is like hindsight 2020. But then also like there's nothing to really play for otherwise, because even if you're trying to get to that wave, it's already dead. So the being that far forward like really entices them to Kled ulti in, and it gets all fucking messy. And so much for Baron, but we're Karthus. Big wheel keeps on turning here.
Yeah.
Okay. W. Queuing onto Aatrox with the Jhin right there, but then Kled's coming in. And you want to get the Qs on like, anytime you can like Q past the tanks, it's like better, but they're not really giving you a chance. So, fine. Okay. So even like that auto from the Hecarim, like if you're pulling him in there, it's better, but at least we're... Never mind, we're on step 1. We're still just holding our ground looking for the Qs. It's fine.
That's fair.
It's fine. And then we die, and then QW, even though that guy instantly fucking dies. You
Do you think I should legit just be? I think I should just be like legit S King to hit Qs more?
For now.
Okay.
Because if it's always like, it's trying to do 2 things at once. So for now,
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's like you can practice it like that until you have it down, and then once you have it down, you're more comfortable where the mouse is going to be. So naturally, like it's going to move backwards faster, and then your movement becomes cleaner. But you can't worry about the movement and the autos and the Qs and the other shit if we can't even do the Q. And the Q is a hard ability, so like you don't even have to feel bad about it. Nobody can land this shit when they're first starting. It's like Syndra too. Like Syndras can't even auto like until like 50 games in, you know?
Yeah.
Oh god. Big wheel keeps on fucking turning here. A little useless fight into a full clear. Into a reset death cap. And then we're pretty strong. So skipping the golems is fine. And looking for something before the Baron. You're really fucking asking for it. This is someone else's job, you know?
Yeah.
Renata behind you. This should be her up here. This is like if you're Cogmod doing this shit. Wouldn't that look silly?
It would, but I feel like Kog'Maw doesn't have Zhonya's and Exhaust. Like I feel, and like my entire team's behind me. I agree, it's like pretty fucking aggressive.
They're behind you, but they're not ready. The Renata's too far away. Like the Talia can help, but it's not a coordinated effort, you know? This movement is like very much like a single player thing.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like watch. If you want it, ping on the way.
Yeah, that makes sense too.
And you also have to watch your allies. Renata's going to Baron. It's not even in the game. Word acquired.
+1 gold, baby.
I'm rich.
That's how you get them.
This is how I build my gold lead in Challenger.
Yeah.
All
those
about
blue trinkets.
It's all about pressing up. Risking it all. For 15 big ones. I have the urge just to ulti here. I don't know what the fuck.
First strike gold? Or just cause?
Fuck if I know. They're all tanky, so it sucks. If they're squishier.
I will say it's a hella fun playstyle to I personally my logic, I take a absolute focus in Gathering Storm because I think any like if you're below masters, the games just go so long on average.
Yeah.
That Gathering Storm is just too much value to like not take it. Obviously I think if you're like Masters GM Challenger, then like taking Ultimate Hunter is probably better. But I really like Ultimate Hunter just to like spam R off cooldown and just like play for first strike gold. It's hella fun.
Yeah. Depends on how you want to play. And then also what you're playing with.
Yeah.
If I'm playing with a Talia set, I'm probably running Ultimate Hunter. I'm gonna play like an asshole. The other day I played a Karthus game actually. Let me see. I ran Absolute Gathering.
Nice IGN. Kick.
So I'm playing it with Karma, Ezreal, Janna, Wukong. There's no one to gank for. There's nothing to do. I'm running Absolute Focus and I'm farming. Like, you know?
Yeah.
Even if I wanted it, I can't have it. Into fucking this. Like, I'm good. Nidalee didn't invade me on red. God bless.
Yeah, I was gonna say that seems like pretty cancer.
That's the sort of things I factor in. Like, if I have just nothing to do, it's Absolute Gathering. It's kind of similar in Evelyn too, where you can run the free boots.
Yeah.
But yeah, with Karthus, if you have some like tools to use, like let's say set Talia Alistar, like hell yeah, we can just run Ultimate Hunter and eyeball in the game at like 28. Because what that Ultimate Hunter gives you is like into the mid game is like that sort of scenario. Like 1 minute before Baron spawns, you fucking ult, and then right as it spawns, it's up again.
Yeah.
Like the enemy's screwed. Okay, he's never Zoniazine when the fucking Hecarim ult comes in. It's always got to be like one important ability, usually. If it's a Malphite ulti, a Hecarim ulti, it's another one. Alistar combo.
I blame 65 ping. Definitely doesn't have anything to do with my hands or brain.
I played Nidalee on 90 ping when I first started.
Oh yeah. Sounds like a blast.
Buff for the abilities like a second in advance. Okay. So it'd be the same deal. I think you stand your ground here and just pump out the Qs. Where you're clicking in, that sucks. You can also sometimes save the W for whenever the person arrives. It's like this guy bumps, but this W's okay. And then we want to Zonia as the Hecarim. But it kind of works out with the Renata ulti buying some time. Keep moving into them. Can we get a W? Still have ulti.
I go a little crazy here.
Exhaust. Just W ulti. Okay. You've got to use the fuck. Whenever this W is coming up, every single time I'm like, there it is, and then you just, you're not like.
Yeah, then I'm not tracking the cooldown very well.
Yeah. I mean, if we don't have a Q, that's kind of where we're at. The W is like it just becomes second nature. Like whenever it's up, because your mouse is going to be in the same spot as the Q too. Dunk, is this the end? Okay. So we start off with a good full clear. You really stick to the full clear too. Like on the first 2 clears, I think it's fine to just kind of always be on just the full clear. Because if you get off that, that's how fucking big ass problems happen. And I think that's the same for Diana and Kayn. Diana can kind of make some adjustments. Same with Kayn. That would come with your map awareness. Oh yeah, and then you do the Rift Herald, and it's like, I think we're in agreement. Do the enemy red side camps instead of the Rift Herald.
Yep. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know. What's your perspective on like on Diana? You can make ganks happen a little earlier. Like you can just like level 3 gank or something. You think it's what's the right way to phrase the question? I guess I don't know. I'll watch like sometimes I'll watch like Chow VODs and the dude's just like fucking I don't know, does some like psycho level 3 gank that I think will never work and somehow pulls it off. You think it's worth to go for that kind of shit or just like stick to full clear?
Depends. Depends on what's happening. Tilly and Kled are trading to the death level 1. You can gank it. You just have to. What comes into play with Diana and Kayn like that is you have to watch the lanes more. So if you see something, then you can try for it, and then you can figure out if it works or not. But just know that it's like if that will put you on the back foot for that game, but it might not mean that it's a bad play overall. It's not like you always have to stick to the full clear because with Diana and Kayn, it's like they're a ramping champion. They're like in between of like a full clear and a ganking. So they clear fast, but not faster than the full clear. But if they get a single kill, it's like they just really take it a whole lot further than say a Karthus would. Like immediately, maybe not over time, but they get that aspect. So whenever there's an opportunity, you can try for it, but the first two clears, you don't have to. Because if it goes wrong, oh my god. Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah,
Better
lately I've
to
been
get
trying
like
to.
better to get like the free ones after your full clear, you know? Not like
Yeah.
skipping camps for them. What are you gonna say?
I said I used to kind of have like a like I'd like look at lanes and F key, but I'd kind of just like have a kind of short term evaluation of like the lane state. Whereas recently I've been trying to I've always known like what the like wave is gonna do, assuming like things play out normally. But I'm trying to now like incorporate that a little more to like a good example is like that bot counter gank. Like, oh, I see the bot wave a while back, and then I like plan to counter gank because I know the wave's coming into them. I've been doing that kind of stuff more, and it feels really good to when it pays off.
Yeah, and if you're good at that, like you can leverage that super hard.
Mm-hmm.
I think what might be frustrating for you, especially where you said like you just start playing again, it's like it's just gonna be these basic things that you're doing wrong that have like big consequences. And it's not even like you have to think
Yeah,
about them too hard. It's just a matter of repetition and practicing them.
for
Like
sure.
doing a push up again. I should do more push ups.
Yeah, and some noodle arms.
Close enough to them, unfortunately.
Yeah, Nemesis cosplay or what?
Not that close, but dangerously close. Dangerously XQC close.
Oofers.
Okay, we take his 2 red side camps for the dragon. I like that. And then I think into his red side here's a misstep. Even though the camps aren't up, it should always like be in the back of your head that the camp's coming up, and then you should align accordingly. It doesn't mean you always have to go towards it, but it should be something that keeps you grounded so that you don't fucking end up wandering into bad lands, you know?
Yeah.
Come home to the golems. Don't go to unknown places. Q, W. I would have dropped the W a million times over there. Gives Talia more damage too. Oh yeah, and the Renata. Interesting.
Doesn't it? Oh yeah, no, it's just Magic Pen.
Percentage magic pin. So balanced and fucking
Yeah, true.
Dude, Talia plus Karthus, honestly, like, not that bad.
No, it's not. It's not.
You could both just get like mythic Zonia's Void into like Morelos or something against their team comp, which would seem
I kind of like the and it didn't work out for him, and Kled mid sounds terrible, but the concept of like Kled running in with like a Hecarim kind of sounds boggers.
Yeah.
I could see it in like some in like a like I don't know, like what Kled must be good versus like a Kali, right? Some like melee matchups mid lane. I could see it as like a counter pick with like a Hecarim jungle.
Yeah, Kled's kind of like brutal Renekton. He can actually take it all the way. It's just no one plays that fucking champ. He's probably better mid lane too. It's just you would have to have him as a counter pick, so that gets hard because like let's say they pick a Kali, right? You pick Kled, and then you show like a normal top laner. It's like they could just send a Kali top. Uh-oh. So
Well, then you can pull the Malice and send the Kled jungle.
I'm not even sure that works anymore. Kled jungle sounds like shit. Oh god, that's like when Poppy jungle was on another dimension too. Now it's like, you got a Poppy in the jungle. It's not that crazy.
You have any secret picks you're holding back?
Morgana jungle's underutilized. She's not fucking tastic, but damn, like she's not terrible. Elise is good. Nobody wants to hear that.
Really?
Yeah, Elise is. It's the entire opposite of what you're about, but yeah, Elise is good. Viego's really fucking strong next patch. His crit build is so much easier to like. He just gets damage and takes less damage. Like, it's unreal.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy to me that so many people go like Sunder on that champ instead of Shield Bow. Shield Bow feels so broken on that champ.
No, it's Kraken Slayer. You don't need shield
really?
bow. Yeah, you don't need shield bow.
Really, I feel like shield bow feels like you're getting like Sunder and like old Sterak's Gauge in like one item. That's what it feels like to me.
Maybe if you did like Bork shield bow, it's playable. The thing is with shield bow only is that you have no damage and then you don't kill anyone.
Really, I don't think it's that bad.
It
Like
is.
it's not great, but
I promise it is. Like once you get to a point, it's like the damage that it's blocking isn't enough, at least on the current patch with the durability shit. Like you just get one shot and then don't kill them in time. That's kind of how shield bow works out, unfortunately. A secret pick, honestly. It's kind of just a Morgana. At least in the jungle.
yeah.
Morgana's forgotten. And then Elise too, but it's like nobody's good enough either. And all she does is like sit in a bush for like fucking a minute 30, like Twitch jungle or something, and then she wins the game.
It's like Nunu for even more degenerate people. You know what I mean?
Degenerate, but at least they're like trying. I mean, Rengar is good too, but he takes a whole lot of fucking practice.
Yeah, I'm not gonna learn Rengar. Fuck that. What are your thoughts on Seraphine Cassio bot lane?
Cassiopeia is pretty short range, so if she's outrange, she fucking sucks. And then
Yeah, I was thinking into like Kaisa and shit.
oh.
The idea is Seraphine
better
ults. Seraphine ults and they're forced to stare into Cassio ult.
Oh shit, they're charmed. I mean, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah. And it's like hella hard to miss Seraphine ult.
That versus a Seraphine Karthus, I don't know. You know, Karthus walls, Seraphine E's, they're rooted, they're fucked. They're fucking
That's
bad.
true. That's true as well.
Seraphine gets Karthus movement speed. He's not supposed to have that. Watch out. And a heal.
Yeah, but you don't.
He's not supposed to have that.
You don't get the 5-man Cassio ult montage play.
Dang it. We'll never make the top of Reddit.
Yeah, exactly.
And then Cassio into these other short range AD. It's like they're winning. Like Draven's kicking the shit out of Cassiopeia.
Yeah, I was thinking like, I guess this was like an idea like a while ago, when like Kaisa, Samira, Lucian, like those kinds of champs.
Kaisa,
Were a bit more
Samira,
popular.
Lucian. She'd do okay, I suppose.
Anyways,
They'd have a lot of
back on
sustain.
topic. Yeah.
So yeah, the Rift Herald was like the first misstep, which like isn't major, but it's like definitely it's not major in terms of like losing, but then it also doesn't power you up as much. And if you're not powering up as Karthus, like you're not growing, you're not going.
Mm-hmm.
And we're waiting for golems to respawn, then you wander into the red side. So long that you like wander around in the defensive positions, then it's all good. You know, if we're right here, you just don't have to step in this area without like you can just look before you leap. That's what the W's for.
Yeah.
If you're not utilizing it, it's like this is the price you pay. It'd be similar shit if you were playing like Lux support and you're not throwing E's in the bush. It's like the enemy's gonna be there waiting for you. It's all they got going for them. On their champions that simply run into you. It's what they've
You're a
been waiting
support
for.
main, right?
I've honestly play like more mid jungle in AD right now.
Interesting.
Easily my most played is like support though.
I just watched your stream and saw one Thresh game. That's about it.
Someone asked me the other day what my most played was, and I was like, damn, I guess it's Thresh. Like, weird. Like, it's probably easily Thresh.
Fun champ.
God, and then you guys get Baron, and it's like, whenever you have the Baron, just stand in the fucking lane. And then a fight starts because you guys are standing in lane, but like, we go to farm the camps, it's like, you can do the scuttle and then go mid lane here. Or top lane, anywhere where everyone else is, and get something going. It's like, we do want to farm our camps, but we're stronger than the enemy can deal with right now. Because you're 7, fucking 2 and 10 with a needlessly large rod on Rent. Like,
yeah,
if the enemy attacks you guys, you win. But you don't give them the option to by farming the camps. And by farming the camps, like, you're not like I said, it's like you're not fighting the Hecarim in terms of like powering up right now. So it's fine to not do those because you have the Baron.
Mhm.
You get the 2 turrets and then you get the red side, for example, and then that's how you get the camps. You can still
That
power
makes
up. It's
sense.
just, yeah, this is too slow. And then by
You think I
doing
should be hovering mid or top?
just mid lane since we're here, you did the scuttle and then they showed bot lane, so no one's even going to be top lane probably. And if we stand with mid lane, they try to engage on Renata Talia. Oh boy, we really got something.
Yeah, makes sense.
Oh, yeah, so that's how this kind of goes wrong. If you were mid lane just fucking queuing the wave, like Jin's not going to do anything. They flank you guys from bot side and then it's an easy win versus them taking the fight in the red side and you guys having to run away versus like pulling them into you mid lane. So much easier to get the damage off. And then that shit slows the game down. It doesn't like ruin this one, but it's like that's how you can fucking lose games by
Yeah,
not just keeping the ball rolling. Luckily, there's no Baron fumbles either. That's how you really lose the game.
Yeah, makes sense. I feel like that's a mistake I do a lot. Is like, we'll have Baron, I just go fucking farm because I'm fucking Karthus.
Yeah, unless you are battling the other jungler for the farm. Like
Yeah,
if it's
that makes more
Evelyn,
sense.
yeah, if it's Evelyn. But even if it is those champions, it's like if you push fast enough and get into their jungle, there's nothing they can do about it. They try to fight you, they lose. So, yeah, a push into their jungle. That's what we're looking for. Not our Raptors at, it was like 27 minutes or
20
something.
minutes, yeah. Poggers.
But that's like kind of where you start off on the
Mm-hmm.
full clean junglers. I remember doing that shit a bunch on Karthus. What the hell else was I playing? Evelyn. It'd be like late game, and it's like, damn it, my team died mid when I was farming Raptors, and it's like, well, the Raptors wasn't gonna give me level 16. I'm not getting to an item, you know. Like with Futures Market and First Strike shit now too, it's even easier. Like, yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, I lose my mind when I see Karthus players going Dark Harvest.
If they're noobs, it's whatever. If they're
Like in
Asian,
Hyela.
if they're Asian, it's also different. They're gonna fight no matter what. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. Any other questions? Any thoughts or anything?
No, thanks. It was like it was a I guess not one sided because my league got shit on, but it was like it was like a close-ish game. I don't know. I was really far ahead, but it was still insightful to see kind of how to play out my league. I feel like I'm in that position a lot, and then I fuck it up by like going for like Raptors there, or like not playing defensively, like like just wandering around, but in a place where Kled can help me. So
if you
it's
slow
nice
it
to have
down.
that pointed out. Yeah, nice to have that pointed out and avoid that shit so I can snowball my lead.
It's not even really snowballing. It's like you got to keep it rolling on Karthus.
Well, yeah, keep it rolling is what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah, you keep it rolling against your allies too, because
Yeah.
they'll ruin your life. And then if you're super far behind on Karthus, like you said, this is an even game. It's like this should be normal, you know. Like if you're behind, you're just out. There's nothing to it.
Yeah.
So it'll be like the one mistake that led there. So okie doke. PayPal works for you, right? I can send you the stream lives.
Yeah, I'll pay right now.
Alrighty, I'll believe you. I got to get going, but good talking to you.
Cool. Yeah, good talking to you, man.
Yeah.
Let me know if you end up moving to Seattle.
I will. If I have any questions, I'll let you know.
Sounds good.
Alrighty.
Thanks, bud. Appreciate it.
No problem. Peace.
Peace. Take it easy.
Bye-bye. What a cool guy.